Dear Father, I stand today just want to say thank you, Lord, for everything that you've done for me. Somebody's gonna need you, Lord. Somebody's gonna need a friend. Well, I stopped by to let you know that I know somebody that'll stick closer than a mother, somebody that'll stick closer than even a father. Well, friend, I'm talking about Jesus Christ. Yeah, thank you, Lord. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I know Jesus will never let you down. No, whenever you need him, I know he'll always be around. I know Jesus will never let you down. No, whenever you need him, oh yeah, he'll always be around. You may need a friend sometimes. There always will be there for you. Now I came to tell you today that Jesus will be there every day. 'Cause I know Jesus, he'll never let you down. Whenever you need the Lord, I know said he'll never let you down. No, 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 no. You need the Lord, he'll never let you down. Wait a minute, y'all. Yeah. Don't doubt the Lord. No, no. Don't doubt the Lord whatever you do. Don't doubt the Lord. No, no. The Lord will always see you through. Just let me tell you. Just tell you what he done for me. Know what he did? He lifted me. He lifted me. He lifted me. He lifted me. He lifted. He lifted. He lifted me. 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 He lifted. He lifted. He lifted me. I know Jesus. He'll never let you down. No. Whenever you need
Gail Davis. And today, you guys, I have some VIP guests here. As you know, all of my guests are VIP. So first of all, we just want to thank God. We want to thank God for this platform. We want to thank Johnny Morris. We want to thank our leaders. We want to thank Crystal. We want to thank Kevin back there, my tech guy, because, you know, he make it happen right there on the spot every time. And we just going to get started with the show because we have a very interesting show, you guys. You guys are in for a treat, okay? So we're gonna start off with our guests, and we have BJ and Yvonne Atkins. See, you know I try to get everybody's name correct, right? Did I get it correct?
Yeah, it's JB.
It's all good. We can roll with that,
I might be
though.
thinking about BJ's restaurant.
We can roll with that. We can go get a Pizookie after this.
No, I was supposed to get that right. JB.
It's all good.
And Yvonne Atkins. I can get all the rest of it right. So we're going to start. Okay, so you guys, start off, you know, how did you guys meet? What was you guys doing before you met? You know,
Goodness.
like, you know, Yvonne, we know you dance.
Yes.
We know you dance because, you know, this so happened, I didn't even know that we knew each other from our past church, but, I mean, this world is small, right?
Very small.
Absolutely.
Very, very small.
Absolutely.
So you started off dancing.
Yes.
So you started, you know, telling a little bit about yourself. You started off dancing and
Oh,
wherever you
wow.
want to start. your childhood, growing up. How many brothers and sisters you have?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm the youngest. I have 2 older sisters.
Okay.
I thought I was actually going to be a doctor. So I didn't start dancing until I was like 14. So I later on took, dance classes to perfect my skills. I took ballet, jazz, modern, lyrical, hip hop, so salsa, country dancing. So yeah, I took all of that, and I was a stepper in high school, so I used to high step. And then it just became a passion. I never knew I had the passion to be a dancer. I always thought it was going to be like one of my other sisters, but it ended up being me. And then later on, I found out I used to choreograph for like local artists. And I would do their choreography.
Some stuff like that too.
Yeah, but I started in church, so I've always been a praise dancer and everything like that. So I did start in church with the dancing. They would request me at different churches, and I would come and help with their dance ministries and different things like that.
I remember stuff like that.
Yeah.
I should have remembered who you was, because I probably would have tried to have you do a dance today.
Oh, it's not too late.
I would have probably tried to have you do a little something, because I like to showcase skills on the set. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know who might see you and be like, oh, I need her in my next movie.
That is so funny.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was like, okay, now, I should have had. Well, like your husband said, it's not too late.
It's true. It's true.
But I like how you said you perfected your skills.
I did. I didn't like most dancers. They started like 2 years old and they're taking all these classes. That wasn't me. I didn't start that way. Okay, I actually used to watch my sister. She would have like Janet Jackson videos and I'll be right behind her like, oh, wait a minute, I can do that.
Hey,
yes.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, so self-taught. And then I later just kind of.
But you perfected it, though.
I did.
That is so good. And tell our viewers why that's so important.
You know what? I feel it's important because it makes you unique and different.
Okay.
When you start off in schools and stuff like that, you kind of take on that looking like the same, the teachers and different things. You lose that creativity to be able to like freely dance. Like I consider myself a street dancer because I didn't start in a dance school. I taught myself. I would watch different videos, different choreographers. Oh, okay, I could do that. Let me pick up that. And I made it my own. I even study animals and kung fu movies. And, I get my, that's how I choreograph. So I always encourage dancers, do every single style that you can, but don't just limit yourself to that. You need to study animals, everything, because it's the flow, the rhythm.
So and we got it naturally anyway from our ancestors.
Yes.
Man. We have that in us, because back in Africa they did the dances to the water, the beat of the water. You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors, our women we are so great. Period. Our ancestors, right? They did beats to the sound of the water, and they made beats with the water. Okay, so we are awesome.
With anything, like just listen. Like a lot of times, I would blindfold my students so that they can listen to everything in the music. Because a lot of times nowadays, we're gonna dance off the words. No, feel the beat and just dance. And that's how I get them to loosen up and relax and just go with the flow, and it makes it easier on them. And then I later on got with Hammer, and that just had it.
Are you serious?
That was the Lord because MC Hammer, I started dancing with him in my early 20s, so, and I'm still with him, so it's been over 12 years.
That is so beautiful.
Yeah, so.
Okay, so look, Yvonne, all I want you to do is get MC Hammer on my show. Okay?
Everybody.
MC Hammer. Okay, Yvonne is here, and she's going to ask you, because Gail, I need him on my show, because I used to do all the Hammer. I love the Hammer. You know what I'm saying? Yes. All the videos.
Yes.
I followed him from the beginning to, it ain't the end, because I know he's preaching and he's doing other stuff too, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Because, he's a blessed man of God, because he's with God. And I've watched him on TBN and stuff like that. Yeah, that's awesome.
He's awesome. He's a phenomenal man. He's just very humble, down to earth.
Okay.
He's not one of those people that, don't... like he's too busy to talk to a fan. He's like, okay, no problem, come take a picture. He stops wherever. Yeah, so he's really just a loving person, and a businessman
didn't
too.
know.
That's what a lot of people don't know about him. He's a businessman, and he's taught me quite a bit of things too. So he takes his time to talk to us and teach us things. So
But I would
appreciate
figure
him.
that he would be a businessman because all of the success that he have had.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
it ain't like he was a one-hit wonder.
Exactly.
He has success.
He does.
And they still talking about Hammer to this day. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And he needs to come on my show because, you
I
know.
know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send him the clip.
He's always out here too, always doing business out here. Because people don't realize he's a tech person, so he's into a lot of the technology. Yes.
So he need to get on over here to this station over here,
Yeah.
RMC Studios for Roscoe Chicken and Waffle. Because
Right.
Roscoe Media Center, Roscoe Chicken and Waffle, same thing, right?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to talk to your husband now.
Right.
That happens
I
to
want you
be...
guys to-
No.
No, I was enjoying that. I want you to-
Oh, okay, are you finished, Yvonne? You're not finished
You're
yet.
not done,
Because
you're
we're
not
going to go back and forth.
Yeah, just
Let's
go
do
back
it.
and forth.
We're going to go
do
back
it.
and forth. So, JB,
Hey.
you tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell our viewers a little bit about
Man,
yourself.
Gail, where do I begin? You know, you mentioned the siblings earlier. I actually come from a big family myself. I got
Really? How
15.
many?
I got 15 siblings, man. I got to start with that because everybody, like, that's one of the
15.
right. I got 9 sisters and 7 brothers total.
Yeah.
Really?
So yeah.
Are you the
That's
baby?
my dad. No, I'm the oldest. So my
Okay. Okay,
So
so
we-
you're 26 and you're the oldest.
right.
Okay, so somebody's busy. Mom.
Yeah, well, it's my dad. My son is actually one of my sister's age, like his aunt and him.
So
are the
it's
same
your
age.
dad. It's on your
My
dad's
dad,
side.
yeah, he's,
Okay, so he's busy.
yeah, he's the
Because
real
you're
deal.
26.
Yeah.
And you saying 15.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's got a 1-year-old daughter right now, so we're raising kids together.
Really?
Yeah,
But if you take after him, but I see you take after your mom too, because she looks very young.
You're right.
Very pretty lady. So I think I don't know who you take after, but you look very young.
I'm gonna show you a
yourself.
picture when we're done. But
Yeah,
thank
you
you.
look really, really young.
Thank you so
but
much.
But you are what, 26, right?
20, yeah, 26.
Yeah, so you look really young. I was like, when I saw you, I was like, wait a minute.
14, 15.
Yeah, I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
he looks really, really young.
Right.
But you know, it's a blessing, right?
It is.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
It's
that
a
youth,
blessing.
man. Yeah,
Because you know that's
absolutely.
not just a myth when they say good black don't cry.
Black don't cry. Yeah,
It
absolutely.
don't.
Really don't.
You see my mom over here. I mean, she,
Your mom looks very good, very good, very good. I was like, this your mom for real?
I know everybody does that. I'd be in high school, man. They'd try to kick it. Remember that, Mom? They think that she was my sister. She'd be on the campus with me. They'd be like, "Yo, get your sister off campus, man. Stop playing. That ain't your
and
mama."
I know I was on the campus before with my kids, and they telling me, the lady said, "Oh, you guys got to get to class," and my daughter was like, "That's my mom."
That's right.
Yeah.
They used to.
Yeah,
Right.
so but good black don't crack though. It
Right.
really don't.
They don't.
I mean, you know, it's
got
good.
me.
So
Yeah,
what else do you
totally.
want us to know? You got 15 brothers.
15 siblings. Yeah. So,
Wow.
you know, I started flying as a kid. You know, I attribute that to both sets of my parents who were really supportive of all my endeavors. So I took my first flying lesson at 11. So
Okay,
aviation's
tell our
always.
viewers what you're really saying. Because when you say flying,
Yeah, so flying airplanes. Yeah, flying airplanes.
he
Always
flies
been passionate
he's
about
a
aviation.
pilot, you guys. So
Yeah.
tell us some more about that. That is
Totally.
so deep. It's
Yeah.
so beautiful.
For sure. So I took my first flying lesson at 11. I was living in Indianapolis with my mom, and I remember going up to the airport. I think it was called Indianapolis Aviation. And
Okay.
They had this sign on the fence. We would pass by it every day, and it said, "Realize your dream, learn to fly." And I wanted to be a pilot since I was little. I remember just being intrigued by aviation. I saw this movie. I think I was like 7. It was called The Magic of Flight, and that movie like literally changed my life.
So at 7, you knew that you wanted to fly.
Yeah, absolutely. I knew it was definitely something that was going to be a part of my life moving forward. But naturally, it's such an expensive, endeavor. They call
Yeah.
it a rich man's hobby.
Right.
And so, I was fortunate, man. I went and took my first flying lesson, and I was hooked. So,
Okay, so now
then
how
on.
did you go about getting your license, becoming a
Yeah.
pilot? How did you go about doing that? Tell our viewers, because
For sure.
you might be encouraging some young guy out
Yeah,
there
totally.
right now.
I hope so. We need more of us in aviation. So,
Amen. Talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
for sure. So you can't really get your pilot's license until you're 17.
Okay.
So I kind of had to stretch my lessons out. So from 11, I would fly every so often, but it was really about the networking. And that's the other thing, aviation's a really small community.
Okay.
So, I'd volunteer at air shows. I remember writing people. So I was a really ambitious kid. So
Wow.
I wrote a business plan for an airline when I was 11. It was like a, so it wasn't really, what was it? It was Centurion Airlines. It was an airline with, they had like Bibles in the seat back pockets. Like I really thought I could make that happen. So, you know, again, I appreciate my mom and her encouragement because I had that imaginative spirit as a kid, and I still have it too. We'll get into some of that later, but so yeah, you know, I was just networking and volunteering, and I wrote the airport that I took my first lesson at, and you know, and called them up and asked them if they, you know, if I could come up there and work. And you know, and they were like, "Yo, you're a little too young to drive the trucks, you know, little fuel trucks and stuff."
Yeah,
but you know, they hooked me up with some folks in the air show community, so I started doing that and meeting a bunch of pilots who are, you know, still very supportive of me to this day. So that's really what it's about, is getting out there and networking and you know, working hard and adding value. You know, I think if you add value and if you're hungry, people, no matter what color, you know, hard work transcends everything. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about that.
So,
Can you repeat that, JB?
Yeah, so hard work transcends everything. You know, it's all about value. It's not about what people can do for you, but what you can do for them. I think that's the biggest driver of success. If you look at some of the most successful people, they've added value to a lot of people's lives, and in a lot of cases, they've made these people money. So you just got to figure out what, you know, sort of what your passion is and what your skill set is, and match those together to bring value to people's lives. Yeah, even if it's something as simple as you know, taking somebody out to dinner. You know what I'm saying? Just
See,
it's simple stuff, man.
You might start take me out to dinner service.
I was doing that. I meant to bring you some flowers today, but I didn't want to be late.
Service, right?
I wanted to do something so you wouldn't forget about me, but you know.
Man, you never really know. Take me out to dinner service sounds good.
Yeah.
Some people are single and they don't, you know, and they have a whole service over here talking about taking me out to dinner service.
Right.
Don't y'all try to steal that, but if y'all do, it don't matter. It don't matter. Long as I can get taken out to dinner sometime.
Right.
Yeah,
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it again.
So you guys are definitely a power couple.
God is good, man. We've been through our fair share of. We've been through some stuff.
And you said God is good. See, so you guys, they put this out there. They putting God at the forefront of it.
Always.
You know, God, He's at the forefront. So if you put God at the forefront, nothing is impossible.
That's real
She's a
talk.
pilot. She works for MC Hammer.
Yeah.
You dance for MC Hammer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, tell us some more. Because I'm getting excited, right?
What are we gonna start with? There's so much. Oh my
Tell us some more, Yvonne.
There's
Okay,
so much.
so working with MC Hammer, what are some of the things that you experience out there in the industry working with MC Hammer?
Ooh.
Let's get into it, man.
Okay. First and foremost, I'll say this: you have to have a foundation.
See.
Keep God first, because the
That's
industry will eat you alive.
Ooh, I got chills when you said that.
Yes.
Tell our viewers again,
you
like
have
they.
to. Firm foundation and God, like it's real. Like it's stuff out there.
Yes.
Temptations that people try to pull at you. Oh, come drink, come smoke, come this and this. It's real. It's real. And people are like, oh, that's just no. It's real, and it will drain you. You know. So me, I was always focused. I'm coming to dance. Okay, back to my hotel room and go get something to eat. That's it, and go to sleep. Yeah, because it's just.
And see, that's a testimony right there.
Yeah.
The fact that you withstand the peer pressure, the industry pressure, and you actually you got your food, went back to your hotel.
It was every now and then we had to go to like VIP parties and stuff like that because they expect us. Oh, Hammer and them are gonna come through, so we had to go to stuff like that. But other than that, I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Stay grounded.
Yeah. Have to.
But you had a foundation anyway, because the Bible says, train up a child in the way she should go, or he should go, and he would not depart. She would not depart. So you've been raised in church.
Oh, yeah. Since I was 2.
Yeah, that is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I like the way you said that, because you said you went straight back to your hotel. So tell some of the other things that goes along with just the pressures of being saved and also having the world.
You know what?
Right in front of you.
Yeah, it's different. The environments are so different. Every concert's different. You don't know who you're going to be around.
Okay.
I used to do, before I got with Hammer, I would go to a lot of different auditions. And, you have these long cattle calls. And you just see what it's like. Like, I've done a lot of auditions. Like, I've auditioned in front of 50 Cent. Master
Really?
P. Master P is an awesome person. I really respect him
I really think
as
he
an
is,
artist
too. I was
because
just watching his little
yeah,
show.
we watch
The
it
show
too.
is hot.
Yeah.
I was
The
just
show
watching
is
this
hot.
show the other night, growing
show
up
is
hip hop,
hot.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
I
it's
was
the
watching-
Masterpiece
yeah.
Empire, right?
Yeah,
Because they got two,
But-
you know,
That's two.
Romeo's on the boat.
Okay, Romeo's on the one that I've been watching is
Yeah.
Yeah,
growing up
Growing Up
hip hop.
Hip-Hop, the one with Angela Simmons
But
in
I've
it.
always loved Master P too.
Yeah,
He's
no,
the truth,
he's
man.
he's
I
so
love Master P.
awesome. So
Master P.
Yes.
Can you come and
Yes,
We're gonna get on with that.
definitely.
Right? No, but I've always loved him though. Ever since
Yeah.
Body Body, you know, he made that
Yeah.
song Body Body and the little
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, I love him too.
You definitely have a different respect from people once you actually meet them and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So, and I had the opportunities of being like a video girl and stuff like that, but I was
Right,
like,
right, 'cause you
I
could
don't want to
dance.
be seen like that. Like, I think of the future. You know, when I have my son, for instance, like kid, you know, they'll see that media is forever. The internet, it stays on there, and people don't
You
think
are
about
talking
that.
To somebody, keep talking.
real.
Tell them again.
Yeah.
Tell them again. Media is for whatever.
It's forever. People can always find stuff, you know, it'll pop up. So it's just like, I always thought about these things like, you know, I don't want to be seen as a video girl or whatever. I don't want that. And so I let a lot of stuff down. Like, I even told him, like, no, I'll dance in the background, but thank you. So, and he respected me because of that. And I actually got to go on another, I did another video with Silk the Shocker as well. So I've done a lot of different things. Yeah,
That is so
I have.
beautiful.
So
Because actually his was it Silk the Shocker? Yeah, I think he came to our church years ago.
Okay,
But
yeah.
you remember Jackie that used to go to our
Yes,
church?
yes, I
Remember
do.
one of them came to our church. No, that was the other brother or something.
I don't
It wasn't
remember
Silk the
who.
Shocker. It wasn't Silk the Shocker. But Jackie, that used to go to our church.
Yes, I
you remember Jackie,
yes,
right?
I do.
She was in a group with under the leadership of one of them. It's not Master P. It's not Silk the Shocker,
I
but
know
it's the
you're talking
other
about.
one.
I can't think
Is
of right
the other
now.
brother? Who-
The brother. But it was
Think of who
him.
it is. I know who you're talking about. I
And
just
that
can't think.
Yeah,
of
you
who
know
it
what I'm
is
talking about,
now.
right?
Yes,
Because
I
they
know
came to the
exactly.
church, and you know me, I remember people's faces. I'm like, I'm like, is that you? And he's like, yeah, that's me. And then you know we talked or
Yeah.
whatever, but you know, and they left early.
Yeah.
Because but Jackie used to be in the group too.
Yeah.
Remember, and she
Yes, I
came
do.
back.
Yeah.
LPCC? Is it?
No, this is at
United Christian
United
Fellowship.
Christian
Yeah, when it was
Fellowship.
United Christian Fellowship.
Yeah.
Tight.
So you've been.
I've been in quite a bit of things. Dance shows. I was in Dance 360 on there. That was a
360?
show with Fredro Starr and Kel.
I think I remember hearing something about
years
that.
ago. So, and actually, Fredro Starr is actually one of our good friends. So,
Really? And who, now
Yeah.
who is he?
from Onyx.
You know, with sticky
Group
fingers.
Onyx.
though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and see you, and you still, Yvonne, you still look like you look back in the day, 14, 15, 16.
Praise God,
you
look.
still look young.
That's the Lord. I'm serious.
That is. 'cause
Praying
you
and
have-
reading all the time.
So you say you pray and you read
Oh,
all
definitely.
the time.
Yes. Got
Okay.
to. Yes.
And I'm sure you get your praise on. Since
Oh,
you
oh
dance
yes.
So good.
Oh yes. Worship.
Okay.
That's me. Yes. I
So do
definitely.
you guys do that together at home?
Yes.
We definitely do. Yeah,
we
it's. I don't know what we do without it.
Yeah, we instill that in our
worship,
little one. So he
loves
he
it.
actually says amen and he knows to pray and
I
yeah.
love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So you guys are a power couple,
Yeah.
young couple. So it's not an age, you guys. It don't matter about your age. You
It
can do it when you're
doesn't.
young.
That's right.
And it's better to start off young, right?
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
I think
Because
so.
Yes.
what she just now said, you just now said, media is forever. So be careful what you do.
Mm-hmm.
You never want to be seen like that.
No. Not
That
at
is so
all.
beautiful.
Not at all.
blessing.
So you don't want, and even like on you got to watch what you post on Facebook. Pictures.
Yes.
You know.
Talk about it.
You know, like being half naked and different stuff
Talk
like
about
that.
it.
If you
Talk
consider,
about
like,
it.
especially if you consider yourself, oh, I'm a Christian, I do this and that, or you're a pastor and you're showing half naked pictures, you're kind of like, wait a minute,
Talk
that's
about it.
questionable.
Talk
So,
about it.
Yes, man.
yeah, so, you know, you got to think about all those different things.
And why is that? Because we don't want to. The Bible also says refrain from all appearance of evil, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then we're out there as an example, because like your sister was an example to you for his dancing, and then you start dancing.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I would have never thought I would be dancing, to be honest with you. I
Really?
didn't. No.
So you had no desire when you was young to be a dancer.
No, it didn't start till I was like 14.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I just started choreographing in high school, and then everybody knew me from dancing in high school, doing all type of stuff. I'm like, you're the person that dance. I'm like, yeah, I dance.
I definitely remember. I remember.
I have a lot of kids I mentored, which is a blessing.
Really?
Yeah.
So God is just blessing your life from young because you was willing to give back.
Yes,
and
definitely.
then you was willing to present your body as a living sacrifice and not sacrifice to the world, right?
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
You have to, and the blessing about it is I started off doing free stuff and just volunteering my time.
Right.
And I wasn't like, oh, you have to pay me for this. It wasn't like that for me. It was just my passion, and I wanted others to share that same passion.
Understand that.
So,
I definitely understand.
But it paid off because then,
It paid off. It always pays off. When you're doing something for the Lord and you're trying to be positive with it, it's going to always pay off.
Definitely. Yeah.
I love it. So JB, tell us a little bit more about your growing up and what you experienced, like even going to the classes, going to your lessons, volunteering, writing people and stuff that you said you was doing. Tell us a little bit more about that, something that you would tell a young guy to encourage him or a young woman.
Yeah. What is it? I mean, honestly, it's so simple. It's just hard work. I think you just gotta. I mean, I watched airplanes and cleaned out people's hangars and I mean, I just did what I had to do, I'm not saying I didn't have any help, but at the same time, people were willing to I don't want to say give me a handout, but definitely give me a
Hand up.
Yeah, exactly. Hand up, and I mean, never underestimate the power of mentorship either. I definitely had some really strong mentors around me who took me under their wing, no pun intended, but just show me how to do it, man, and that's really had a lasting impact on my life.
So when is the last time you really flew an airplane? When is the last time you did fly?
It's funny. I usually fly all the time. I've been so busy the last couple months. I probably haven't flown since it's been a couple months.
End of last year.
Yeah. Okay. That's because I've been so busy running Height, you know what I'm saying, doing that and taking care of business.
Running what? Okay, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Height is an Uber for air travel. So if you guys are familiar with Uber, the car service, we built software that allows you to book an airplane, a private flight.
Wow.
So instead of spending $6,000 to charter a flight, you can spend, between $200 and $600, and you can avoid the airports and it's dope.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So this is a company that you work for. Do they mind if you give them a shout out and let people know how to get in contact with them?
Oh, not at all. I own the company though. I started it. So
okay, so
let's do it. Yeah, so I started the company. I'll give you some background. I started the company. It was last September 2014.
Okay.
Because I'd always had this idea in the back of my mind. I tried to do it in high school, but I didn't know what it was. There was no Uber or anything back then.
Okay.
And so basically, when I was finishing up my flight training, you have to meet certain hourly requirements to get your license.
Right.
So it's really expensive to build up those hours. I mean, you're talking $150, $200 an hour.
Wow.
So I reached out to some of my classmates and peers and just started handing out flyers like, yo, one of the big vacation destinations for spring break at my high school was it's a place called Destin in Florida.
Okay.
So it's right on the Gulf.
Okay.
So everybody would head down there for spring break, and so they'd all drive, and the drive is like 4.5, 5 hours. Okay. But I can get an airplane if you fly it's maybe an hour, if that. And so I just handed out flyers saying, hey, I'll take you and 3 of your buddies for $150. You guys split it, $50 a piece.
Wow.
And that was, that benefits them because they're getting, what I'm saying? They get there faster and they get to fly in school.
Yeah.
And then it benefits me because I'm building up my time.
Right.
So people were on board with it, but it was, back then, I mean, it's illegal. You can't really do it like that. You need to have, a certificate and insurance and all that. Okay. But the seed was planted back then. So I was like, okay,
Amen.
I definitely want to explore that one of these days. So fast forward, 7 years later, I'm here in LA. And I see Uber, and we're in this new sharing economy, and this this whole startup ecosystem. I'm like, wow, you know what? Nobody's really doing this for airplanes. And I know Uber tried to do it, and I'm like, Uber's trying to do it. I don't really think they understood the space and how aviation works and regulation and the FAA and stuff like that.
All that.
Right. So it was a blessing. I kind of had that inside knowledge of how to make it happen. And so last September or August, I was like. It was complete faith. I was like, I have no idea how we're going to do this, but I posted an ad on Craigslist, and I was like, hey, who would want to, be interested in flying in a small airplane? And I put a picture of the airplane up there. It was a little tiny, we call them Cessnas.
Okay.
Tiny 4-seat airplanes. They're really small. The ones you see flying around here
They're
all
called
the time.
Cessnas. Okay.
Yeah, Cessnas. Yeah.
Cessnas.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, man, I got hit up like I made $5,000 in like a day and a half. Like people just booking flights like crazy.
You guys hear that?
So I was like, whoa, we on to
right?
something.
You own to something. For
right,
real.
right. So
That
then
is awesome. So
it's
you
cool. It's a
it's
blessing.
your business.
Yeah, it's
so
my
how
business.
can someone with a number, website, or whatever that someone, if they was interested, where would they go?
So it's heightApp.com. That's HYTE app.com. And if you're a pilot, you go to fly.heightapp.com and sign up. Right now, we're signing up pilots with commercial certificates. If you're a pilot, you know what that means. So you need to have about 500 hours minimum. But it's definitely something lucrative for people who aspire to be pilots, because this will help you build your time and sort of build your experience up to the airlines if that's what you want to do.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm so honored to have you guys on my show.
It's a blessing to be here, man. We're excited.
I'm so honored because I'm like, you're gonna probably be. You guys are this mogul couple right now, and you guys are starting off telling on my show, just like on my one of my shows. I said they may not be celebrities, but maybe up and coming celebrities.
Yeah, totally.
So you guys are definitely up and coming. I'm just gonna say well-known people of the kingdom.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
I like that.
People of the kingdom, you know what I'm saying? Because in the kingdom, in God's kingdom, we're all VIP.
That's right.
We're all
That's right.
special.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We just have to realize who we are.
Yes.
And you guys definitely realize that. So have you guys ever thought about doing a mentor program just between you two, period, for like young couples, young people, period? Because you guys are a young couple, you guys are young, and you guys got a lot. You guys
We try
got
to
a
do
lot
it.
like that, you like experience.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge and everything. And I like how you was talking about the media is forever.
Yeah.
That is so deep.
It's
It
real.
is.
And
Yeah.
people got to be careful what they even put on Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's so much stuff going on Facebook. Sometimes I just erase stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. It's,
I just erase
A
it.
lot of
it'll suck
negative
you in.
stuff.
Yeah,
It'll suck
but thank
you in.
God, even with the negative, we got a lot of positive
Yeah.
stuff too.
Right.
Because we can just put it out there as we want to put it out
Exactly.
there also, you know?
Right.
So, you guys are married.
Yes.
Okay, so when did you guys get married? How long did you date before you got married?
Oh wow. You want to start? You
wanna
want?
Go ahead, so you don't say I
Man,
did
this
it wrong.
So we
Okay, y'all so funny.
we met the first time we met was on some business though, right?
Yes, I needed pictures.
Yeah,
and
Okay.
First time we met. You know how LA is
Oh
though.
my
you
God,
know,
you guys are so
do
cute.
everything, okay?
Back then we were hustling. We had to do everything. I had a little production company, which we actually ended up running together, and that's how we
Yeah.
met Fredro and
Yeah.
Ludivine. All these people we
Yeah.
ended up working with, making money, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a
Okay,
whole
so
nother
you
thing,
guys
man.
met, you needed pictures.
Yes.
And
That was
then
nuts.
he took some, did he take good pictures?
Oh yes, he's excellent. Yeah.
Look,
You
see
guys-
that?
But you know what? I flaked on him. I'm
Yeah,
not
for
gonna
about 6
lie.
months. So we met.
Flaked on.
We didn't meet in person. She called me and was like, hey, I got a referral, somebody recommended you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we were ready to work. I was like, okay, cool. She's like, I'm an MC Hammer dancer. It's kind of what I'm looking for. So I sent her my portfolio. We went
Okay.
over rates and all that stuff. And, typical LA, never heard back. I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so at that moment, JB, did you say, okay, well, I don't know why she never called back, but I'm gonna see her again?
No, I didn't think about it. I was grinding. I wouldn't
Really?
even. I wasn't even
that.
thinking about her because I had never seen her before.
Yeah.
She just called me, so I didn't know who she was.
That is
I figured out who
And I was
he
kind of seeing somebody else anyway. So I was like, yeah, she was. Oh, yeah,
I went
talk
through
about
his
that.
Facebook,
Because
so
we need to be transparent.
I'm like, you know what? I need to find out what he
Stalker,
looks like.
straight up. Was I good looking?
Funny. And you went
Yeah.
through Facebook.
Yeah,
I look good.
because I was curious what he looked like. So
Okay.
because he sounds so different over the phone, I'm like, am I talking to a white boy? Like, who am I talking to?
Say that.
Because he's
Oh my-
very educated, So
And see, that's so funny. 'cause
Yeah.
Not only did he sound like that, but then he
That's
looked
how
like
white from
when I first, I was like,
I got to be
I'm just
white.
I'm just being real.
I was like, he looks so young. Is this the person that's coming on?
Yeah.
Everybody says that too.
Yeah.
You really
That's
do.
really
You really do look young though. But it's
I
good.
Yeah.
look like this in 25
That
years.
means when you get 40s and 50s, they're gonna be still carding you for alcohol.
Right, right.
Yeah, they still card you.
Right.
So you guys, that's how y'all met. So how did you guys finally hook up,
Well,
get married?
we had the same friends.
Yeah, we
But
Okay.
so when I was around, he was never around
Okay.
until
we Was it John's birthday party?
Yeah, it was our friend's birthday
It was
party.
like a wine tasting, right?
Yeah, it was at like a wine tasting spot, and I was like, I didn't know if I was gonna go. I was like, you know what? Let me just go.
Okay.
And then I saw him. I was like, oh, that's the dude that
She was like,
supposed
who's
to
that
be my
fine brother over
pictures.
there?
Oh
Did not.
my goodness. I know that's right, JB. You like that's what she was thinking, right?
He was. Weren't you? I'm just playing. But
Something else, but
Nice.
yeah, and we talked and
right.
everything, and then it was just kind of like a wrap for them. We're like best friends, like we hung out
we hit
every
it off.
single day.
well, not at first.
Not at first though,
What-
yeah.
The Starbucks thing. Can I talk about Starbucks?
Yeah, good.
Okay, so we ended up agreeing to get together. I'll say that.
Okay.
So
okay.
we met at like a Starbucks. I walked 2 miles to get
Okay.
to the Starbucks. 'Cause my
Okay.
car was, yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. And so we were supposed to be talking about business and pictures,
Uh-huh.
but we ended up talking about life. Like, it was crazy for like 5 hours. 5-6 hours. We
Really?
just sitting there talking. We didn't get any
Yes.
business done.
Yes.
Wow.
And then she would call, like, so after that meeting, she would call and text me like every couple. Actually, it was like every day.
I was
She'd be
checking on
hitting me
him.
up, and I was like, "Why is this girl always hitting me
You know
up?" It was
what?
cool. Like, we had a good time at Starbucks, but
you
you
say
know, I'm not
every
really.
No,
day?
you know what?
Nah.
It's because he was an easy person to love, like automatically. He's
Okay.
just a very infectious person and just genuine. And you don't find that in LA. I'm sorry, you do
Right.
not.
You don't.
And he was just himself and just very adventurous. I was like, oh, I got to stay friends with him.
And
I don't know
focused,
what
right?
He was focused, definitely.
Yeah, and then like-minded. See,
Yeah.
a lot of times, people be in a relationship and they have a person that thinks totally different. But you
Yeah.
guys both think the same thing. You guys are both, like-minded people, both about business, focus, and everything. So it was just a match.
So, yeah.
And so, how long did you guys date before you got married, though? And how
didn't start dating
how
right
did he-
away. We
How did he,
started-
since he's the pilot, how did the
You silly.
pilot pop the crushing?
Oh,
like,
that's
will
funny.
you marry me? How did he do that?
Gail, we were so broke though, man. I'm not even gonna front. We weren't rolling like that. We were trying to, cause I was working like 3-4. I was working
You were
like
a lot
3
of
jobs,
jobs,
dude,
yeah.
and trying to do my thing and trying to save money on the side. Really living with these people who adopted me out here, pretty much. I mean,
Really?
this couple that took me in when I was like 19.
Wow,
And so it was this white couple, the Bowens. I owe them my life, literally.
that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
They looked out for me. They believed in me, and they saw me struggling and sleeping on sidewalks and
Yeah. Yeah.
So
just
you
trying
were
to make
homeless
it.
too?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I was
yeah, he
homeless.
was, yeah.
So they took me in. I was kind of going to this. It was like a living room church.
Uh-huh.
So they were meeting in their living room, and the people would notice like I come in kind of. You know how you homeless. You kind of try to look good, but you still raggedy, like no haircut, looking busted. But I think they could tell I was grinding. Just
living
trying to
room
do it.
church.
Yeah, I was 19. LA. I've been
Yeah.
out here for a while and
Yeah.
just trying to get ahead. And so,
Right.
that was sort of, that was a big impact. They made a big impact in my life.
Wow. So
And
did you
when we
guys
met-
get married like when he was, still on his coming up, or did you guys? How did y'all do that?
No, see, at that point, I was kind of I was more established. I had my
Yeah.
business, things were starting to pick up. I was getting a lot of work,
Okay.
doing music videos, and that's how you found me on the music videos first,
Yeah,
right?
on the music
I was doing
videos
the music
first,
videos and
yeah.
stuff like that. And then we didn't date until like 3 months later.
Okay.
Yeah, he gave me an ultimatum though. Like, we either gonna get together or we not.
Are we?
What?
I was like,
Can't be playing
oh.
games, man.
You know what? And part of it, why I held out, because I'm like, man, he's so much younger than me. I don't know. I was going
Yeah.
through that phase.
But that's okay though.
So.
That's really okay though. It's okay.
But then I knew though, I was like, if I get with him, I know it's a wrap. Like, he was it.
That's
I
it.
knew. And then
That's deep.
so,
That's deep.
yeah, we dated. And then
We probably
what,
dated for
6
it wasn't even 6 months.
It
We
wasn't
dated
6
for
months.
like 4 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we got engaged
Yeah,
in
he
August that
posted.
same year.
Really?
And then we got married 6 months later.
Yeah.
About
But
5,
you
6
guys
months
like
later.
knew each other and knew of each other and worked together before that time.
No, honestly,
No,
not
really.
From the time we met in person,
Okay.
that was March of 2011
Okay.
until, and in January of 2012 we were married. So less than a year.
Okay, so all of
From
this
start
took
to
place
finish.
as far as your video, first you getting pictures from him and all that.
Yes, he did the photo shoot
Oh, that's
first. We weren't
beautiful.
together yet when we did
Yeah,
the
that
photo
was like
shoot.
we kicked it off with the
See,
photo.
that you know what, and I agree with that because you guys are like-minded people. and it's no need to wait, right?
Right.
Wait for what?
You'll know.
Yeah, you know, I heard a quote. It changed my life too when we were going through some stuff in our marriage.
Okay.
Because I was really dealing with things. I mean, we almost got a divorce. We've been through all that stuff. We're really transparent about it. I mean, we've been through some stuff. It
Almost
hasn't always worked
everything.
out. And it's funny how you say like-minded because we're actually the opposite. But
Really?
we have a certain synergy.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
grace. It's a grace on our marriage,
Okay.
man.
Yes.
That just allowed
Okay.
us
Yeah.
to complement each other in a very unique way. And so,
love
but
it.
somebody told me it was a quote that really saved my marriage. It said, I was like, man, I don't know if I made the right decision. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I made the right choice. I was too young.
Okay.
And this guy was like, man, you made the right decision when you walked down the aisle. And I was like, whoa.
Right.
I was like, bruh. I was like,
That's it.
I'm never looking back. That's it. Like,
That's
and then
it
from then
right
on,
there.
I was
Yeah.
like, we got to be focused, man. The enemy's gonna
That's
try
it.
and thwart every, try to throw off
yes.
destiny, but we got a legacy, man, and that's why the enemy's so busy trying to knock us off that,
Yeah.
I like
keep
that.
we gotta keep
I
it
like
moving.
that, you guys. You guys,
Yeah.
we're gonna take a quick little break, quick
Okay.
little
Sure.
commercial
Yeah.
break. And we thank our sponsors, Pet Bug. I thank my guests. We'll be right back in a minute. You guys are so interesting. I don't want to take a break. We're gonna take a little break, okay? We'll be right back.
So many ways I can please. Hey, hey, hey.
Okay, you guys, thank you so much for coming back. We are having a good time here, you guys. I have this power couple, very young couple, the Atkins. I can remember their name really, really well, right? I ain't gonna tell you why. But anyways, I have the Atkins here with me, you guys, and they are just really encouraging. So you guys, please listen to this because these are young people talking, and they bring in so much knowledge. They teaching me some stuff today. Okay, you guys. Okay, let's talk about some more stuff. Okay, what would you guys tell a young married couple or older married couple? Some of the things that help you guys get through some of your struggles, because you just now said you've been through it.
Oh.
Okay. Wow. Well,
Okay.
y'all said that, y'all really.
You know what?
So tell some of our viewers, what are some of the things that you guys, the tools that you use, and how did it work for you?
Communication, being open and honest.
Okay.
A lot of people say, don't tell your husband this,
Oh,
don't
yeah,
tell
that's
your
a big
wife
one.
this.
Oh yeah.
We
Okay.
cut that. We tell each other everything.
Deepest,
We told
darkest,
deepest, dark
most
secrets,
intimate.
our past,
It
just
just- yeah.
everything.
Okay.
And now it's like we know, it's no doubt, like, okay, he knows
Yeah.
what's up with me, I know what's up with him.
Okay, I
There's no
like
feeling
that.
like, oh, what is he doing? Is he doing this fine? It's none of that. It's
like
we're
that.
comfortable.
Transparency.
So
like
we're very
that.
transparent with each other. And then we also realize too is we have past. And a lot of times if you have things you've been through when you were younger, like a little, your upbringing, it has an impact on you as an adult. And a lot of times we don't deal with those things.
Right.
And then it seeps in the marriage and stuff like that. And you're
Okay.
lashing out on different stuff, but you don't understand why
don't
until you
realize.
figure out,
Yeah.
oh, wait a minute, I have some stuff I have to deal with
Right.
internally that I didn't deal with. So it's a lot of stuff like that too that
Now,
we
how
realized.
did you guys? Okay, so you're saying that so that means you guys did have something in your past that you had to deal
Oh,
with.
yeah.
Oh,
Did
yes.
you guys deal with it?
I mean, we're dealing with it. We've
Yeah.
dealt with it together. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, you guys are dealing with it together.
I mean, we've dealt a lot of. I mean, there's, obviously there's
Yeah.
there's a lot to be dealt with. So we
yeah,
dealt with
'cause-
it.
and
We dealt-
then it's on
you know,
a
never stop.
day-to-day
Yeah.
basis. You never know what's
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
you never know. Right,
Yeah,
right.
you never know.
Right.
Yeah,
But it's-
so some of the things that you deal with, like, did you get counseling or did you get counsel together, read the Bible together, pray together? What did you do?
that was a big component. I think because we never got any formal counsel, and here's why.
Okay, okay.
Actually, I take that back. We
Tried,
did. We
yeah,
tried,
tried.
but what we found out, and this isn't for everybody. I don't want to, if you're, I believe in counseling. I believe
Yes.
in wise counsel.
Okay.
Yes,
Wise.
it's wise.
Wise
But-
counsel.
I think certain people you really have to vet, whether it's a pastor or therapist, or whoever it is.
Right.
People have agendas and they have their own proclivities and their own methodologies that can impact
Okay.
the way that they counsel you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adversely in some cases, and in our case it was like that, because in particular this pastor, he had some insecurities that I don't even think he realized he had. And so when it
Okay.
came to women, he was insecure about his wife.
Yes.
And so he's like, man, I don't let my wife talk to any dudes, like I don't do. And it was kind of like, so everything I said, he was biased. He was biased
Yeah.
towards her.
Yeah.
Because he had a problem with women. So he's like, it is you. You're doing it. And I was like, wait, if I'm not the one getting berated in here, then that means that this counseling isn't. Because I'm the man too. So I feel like somebody needs to be real with me and tell me something I don't want to hear. Because I don't like being told what I want to hear. I want people to tell me what.
Tell the truth.
Yeah. Tell me the
you.
truth.
Tell
Help
the
me
truth.
get to the next level, because that's why I'm seeking you out. I'm not here to
I like it.
have my ego stroked. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. So we dealt with that, and I think the other thing is our struggles. I mean, we lived in the car together. We've been
Yeah.
evicted.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been through some stuff that would
A
make
lot.
people commit suicide, like
Yeah.
drive off
Are
a
you
bridge, man. So,
serious?
I mean,
Oh,
that
yeah.
stuff.
It's
Yeah.
a lot, and then the finances. I know that's always
yeah,
the
man.
big deal breaker
Golly.
in marriages is finances.
That
But-
repo, I
Yeah,
mean, we've been through
everything.
everything since in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we
Yeah.
were doing that. I mean, so we've had to make it
Yeah.
together. These four years
Yes.
have been years of turmoil and struggle. And I think struggle. I heard one of my a great mentor of mine say, struggle. It'll do one or two things. It'll either, and this is as a community, as a marriage, as a friendship.
Right.
It'll either separate you and divide you, or it'll bring you closer together. And in
Right.
our case, it brought us together. So we feel like we're stuck like glue now. I mean,
Yeah.
Beautiful. You guys are so much stronger because you got through it together.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
And we still need. I mean, we're not invincible. Our
Yeah.
marriage isn't invincible. So I want to make that clear too. Like we still
Talk about it.
have to work and,
Yes.
and sex is. I gotta say, like everything's important.
Yes.
It's all important.
Everything's
Everything's
important.
it's comprehensive, and it.
No, it's okay. You take
Yeah.
we can take.
Yeah, yeah.
We can probably take
I'm
that
young
from you
everybody. I
guys.
don't want to go into stuff that people aren't prepared for. But it's, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
But he's saying sex is an important part of marriage.
It is,
It's
and
very
as a
important,
woman,
you guys.
Yeah.
as a
So
woman,
and women can't be saying, "Oh no, I don't feel like it tonight." He
Yeah,
can't do
you
that. I don't feel
cannot.
like it tonight. Can't
Me
do that,
neither.
right?
Both
yeah,
gotta
it
give,
goes
yeah.
both ways. And I know a lot of times as when we're like, "Well, I'm tired. I don't want to do this." No,
Men too.
No.
it's
Both of us.
important.
It's
like
important.
very important to do that.
See,
And yeah, and another thing I'll say for women is something I learned personally.
Okay.
A lot of people don't learn. Like it takes them a while. You have to learn how to shut up.
Ooh, girl, talk about that.
Okay, so
I'm
that
gonna let you
was
go and get the whole
that
segment
was
on
the
that one.
hardest thing for me to just let me be quiet. Let me hear what my husband has to say.
Okay.
Let me let him get it out because we're so combative and we want. Oh no, you did.
Yes.
That does not work.
Talk about
And so
it.
how I fixed that problem,
Talk about that, girl.
I
Talk
was
about it.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna let him say it, and I'm like, okay, let me go to my prayer closet and let me tell the Lord, and He will fix this.
Oh my God! See you, girl.
And so-
I got chills. Already. Okay,
And
so you went to the war room.
Yes, I went to the war room. Exactly. That's
really?
That movie
important.
was based off
That
of-
is so important. And a lot of women or just people, they don't learn that. They don't understand that. And that's how you can deal with so many different situations is, okay, I hear you out. I love you. Babe, have a good day. Keep that same attitude and then, okay, go room. Lord, just go straight
And
into
then you
everything.
just-
Let
you
your
get-
pour your heart out.
Tell it to God. You
Tell
vent
it to God.
Like,
Because you can't tell it to people because then it starts the bias stuff and it starts all this gibberish. Yeah, so,
okay, say that
Yeah.
again,
yeah, so
Yvonne. Don't tell it to people.
don't tell
it to
people.
God.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
tell
that's
it to
a-
God
that's- yeah.
because that starts drama. It has like relatives or
Right.
friends feeling a different way about your spouse, and
Right.
it causes it's very dangerous, and it causes all this tension and stuff like that. And you don't want that. It's enough that we have to learn how to get along and be one,
See, talk
not
about
two,
Big YouTube
one.
over here.
Unity.
Wow.
And so and that's another thing, oh well, him over here, this. No, we're one. We have one bank account, one. Everything we do, we talk about it first.
Okay.
Whatever it is, business,
Joint.
it's joint.
Decisions.
So yeah.
So did y'all hear that? They have one bank account. They talk about everything, and you go to the war room.
Yes.
So that's really
Yes.
important.
That's
And
really
she does.
important.
I mean, my wife. See, what I appreciate about my wife is not that she prays, because I could like. I was always afraid that I would get a woman who was so spiritual that she wasn't any earthly good. Like,
Okay.
That was something, because I'm a realist.
Okay.
I tend to think kind of intellectually sometimes. But sometimes I'm in the ground. I'm like, man, babe, I don't always feel like praying. I'm like, hey, I need you to pray for me. I'm about to go to sleep. Like, I need to make this call, or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Right.
she really supports me. Like, forget all the living in the car and being. She gets up, makes my lunch, breakfast early, like 5
Every
o'clock in
day.
the morning.
You got
Makes my
girl.
breakfast every day. You know what I'm saying? She's home with our son. Like, she does. Dinner's done when I get home. My shoes laid out, my stuff. Rubs. I mean, this has been consistent. This isn't something that
Oh, that
just
she
happened
did
or
for
I
a
had
minute
to, had to make her do
to
or
get
talk to her about.
get
Yeah.
you, and then stop doing it. She do
Yeah,
it.
she's doing more. She's doing more now than she was doing when we got, when we first got
That's
together.
beautiful.
So
Not less, like some
no,
people do.
more. It's it compounds, like,
Yeah.
and it has for the last couple years. Like, it gets better. I couldn't, like, where am I gonna go? Like,
Okay, so now since you talking this beautiful, you have this beautiful angel. Okay, and beautiful queen. How are you being the king? What are you doing? Like, for it's like, the prayer or the keeping the family together or keeping it
Right.
together, or like when arguments.
Sure.
Well, we ain't gonna say we ain't gonna call them, but
Right.
the arguments that you have had.
Right.
How did you diffuse it?
I think it's I think there's a level of rationality that you have to take into account.
Okay.
But I think the biggest thing is not letting the sun set on your anger and remembering what you're building together. I think that's the biggest thing is, what are we
Ooh,
building,
there
and
you
how
go.
does that, let's work backwards. How is this little thing that we're dealing with on this level, on this micro level,
Oh, I like
gonna
it.
affect the macro, the big picture? Like, how is that gonna affect our legacy? So I think having that in the forefront of my mind has helped kind of,
So
keep things
macro
on a certain
versus
level.
micro.
Yeah,
And
you
I
can't
like
really
what
worry
you
about the small
said, because
stuff,
you
man.
said you got to remember what you guys are building
Building,
together.
Right, we're building, and it's you. Like, as men,
That is good.
yeah. I think men, we have to realize that it's us. Like, one thing that bothered me, I have daddy issues. I have stuff that went on. I didn't, like, my dad wasn't really in my life the way that I would have liked. And a lot of that has been to my strength and to my to my success, and a lot of it's been to my detriment. And I think
Okay.
that has affected my marriage in a lot of ways. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And affected how I deal with my wife, and even my son for that matter, whether positive or negative. So I think one thing we as men have to be is self-aware. I think we
Okay.
have to realize that there are things that we're dealing with, and not be so hyper masculine and trying to overcompensate for the things we're missing out on as kids in those formative years.
Yeah.
And it absolutely, praying in the spirit, building your faith, edifying yourself. You know what I mean? It's something that you must do in order to
must
survive.
do.
I mean, it's a must.
Because
And-
praying in
yeah.
the spirit actually builds you up, right?
It does. It builds
Oh,
your
yeah.
faith.
It
Yeah,
builds you
absolutely.
up.
So there's no
It really
dispute
does.
about that. Yeah. And worship, getting on your face.
Yes.
Every year I take a little. It's not really a sabbatical, but it's like a day, and I go down to a little spot in Palos Verdes
See?
and just go on a hike by myself, and I have on a piece of paper. It's called Hearing from God, and every year God just
Wow.
reveals something that is about to change the course of the year for me. Because I get to those places where I'm like, okay, God, I'm wrestling. I don't know what to do. Like, it's the grace is being lifted off of some, or the season's coming to a close, and I don't know what the next move is. But I think just spending that quiet time with Him is.
Quiet
I mean, it's
time
been
with God.
amazing.
Yeah,
It really has impacted our lives in a
love
great way,
it.
man.
You guys are like an awesome couple. You guys,
thank-
you guys are young, but you don't act young. You have knowledge,
Right.
knowledge
We
beyond
thank
your
you so
years.
much, man. It's we've been through so. I wish that we had time to go into the stuff we've been through to avoid, to help people avoid some of the things we've had to
Yeah.
deal with, because it's been. I mean, we've had those moments where it's like we're not even gonna survive, like
Yeah.
literally.
Wow,
Like, we're
but
not
you
gonna
did
make
it.
Didn't
though.
know.
It's all Him, man. It's not even. I'm not even trying to be cliche or rhetorical. It really is Him, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow, it's
he's
all
the
God.
reason, yeah. And we had to do something too. That's the other thing. Like, you can't just sit back and pray and hope. I mean,
Faith
is the
without
evidence of
works.
things. Right.
Yeah.
Gotta have action. There was a guy.
Yeah.
This is crazy right here.
That works.
There's a guy that I heard. He's not even a Christian. This is probably like 3 weeks ago. He said something so powerful. He said something about, because somebody asked him a question about faith and religion and all that. He was like, I can tell more about a person's faith by what they do or by their action than I can about what they
What
say
they
about
say.
their faith. And I was like,
Exactly.
dude, I'm done. And that summed up my whole
Because
life.
love is an action word,
Yeah,
right? Now,
it's
if a
a-
person
it's a-
say they love you, they're gonna treat you like they love you.
It's a
And,
decision.
and they can say they love you all day long,
Oh,
but it
yeah.
don't mean nothing. You know,
don't
if
mean
they're not
nothing.
if they're not
Yeah.
treating you like that.
You gotta do. And that's why I appreciate her. She puts her money where her mouth is, man. I hope I do the same.
Okay.
No, you do.
I'm not perfect by any means, but we
She
really
is.
try to work that out.
Put your money where your mouth. I like that. I
Yeah.
love it. So JB, can you tell us a little bit too about your entrepreneur? You're an entrepreneur, of course, and you are too, actually, Yvonne.
Oh, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about you. It was 5 things that for entrepreneurs
Oh, yeah.
to remember. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, I don't actually have the post in front of me, but I know it did really well. It was like low key viral.
Uh-huh.
Basically, I just wanted to be transparent about how tough it is to be independent and be an entrepreneur and the things that you have to experience in order to get to a certain level. And I don't even feel like I'm at the level that I want to be, but in hindsight, I'm like, wow, I've learned a heck of a lot.
So I
in
know
these last
one
few
of
years, it's
them-
crazy.
One of the things you listed was it's not going to always be this way. Surround yourself with positive people.
Oh, yeah.
Good people around
Oh,
you.
absolute.
Yeah,
Oh, you
and what was
must.
a couple of more things that you had up there?
Yeah, what did I write? I might have to pull it up.
Well,
It was
I
just
know
pouring
for
out.
sure.
I
One of them was know that it's not always going to be like this.
Right.
Surround yourself with positive, with good people
Right.
in your life, and it was a couple because I was just now looking over them too. I
have to-
looked when you texted to me. I looked at it and everything.
Okay, tight.
Yeah, so you got to know that it's not always going to be hard like this.
Yeah,
It's
it's
going to get to a
temporary.
happy place, and it's going to
Yeah.
get to a beneficial place. Now we can reap the benefits. We did all the
Right.
struggles, and now we get to reap the benefits.
Yes.
And
Right.
surrounding yourself with good people is so important.
Right. And not just good
Like-minded people.
Yeah, people who are doing
Like-minded,
it.
exactly,
Yes.
exactly, yeah.
I need more than just positivity. I mean, a
Yeah,
lot of
you
people
need-
overuse that,
Yeah.
but it's it goes beyond just that. You
Yeah.
need to surround yourself with people.
Yeah,
who-
like-minded people, because they could be
Yeah.
good, but they could want a booty club versus you
Yeah.
guys are pilots, and
Yeah.
this person over here so it don't work, right?
Right.
So like-minded people is
Right.
definitely. And I remember it was a couple of more things because it was so touching.
Right.
I was reading it,
I'm about to
and
pull
now
it
it's
up.
like, pull it up because
we
I
can
know
go
it's the
through it.
3 more things.
Right, it's got to
3
get
more
out. Let me-
things that you. Because we
few
got about a
things, yeah.
good 5 more, 4 more minutes.
Right.
But it's like 3 more things that I wanted to lead the people with because
Okay.
when you doing entrepreneurship, you have to have these things.
Yeah, you do. And one thing I'll say about what you said about surrounding yourself is you want to punch above your weight class. So that means don't be
See?
too insecure or
See?
feeling like you're not good
See?
enough to reach out to the people who can really help
Yeah,
you.
they-
These
they
celebrities
might
are
be
just
higher
people.
than you.
Yeah.
They just people.
Right. If you see somebody in the
just
position
people.
you see somebody in a position that you want to be in,
See?
5, 10, 20 years down the road,
See?
you need to reach out to that person and figure out how you can add value.
Thank
Wealthy people
you.
like interesting people. They like people
They
who have
like
an edge.
interesting
They
people.
like
yeah.
people who take risks.
Talk
they
about
like people.
it.
Yeah, they like
about
people
it.
who have the confidence and acumen to actually reach out to them.
I love that.
And be
I love
persistent.
that.
You know what I'm
Be
saying? So that's what's
persistent.
helped me.
Yeah.
Like just reaching out to people cold, like, hey man, I want to be a music video director. Let me come work for you, man.
Right,
and learning from
right.
that. I've met people, multi-millionaires, at 19, 20 years old who took me under their wing and mentored me. One of them is married to Solange now.
Yeah.
A mentor of mine. You know what I'm saying? These are people who are
Wow.
in the know. And then on the entrepreneur side, meeting billionaires, like
Oh, yeah,
literally
all
just
the time,
reaching
yeah.
out and
Okay.
they see what I'm doing or what we're doing and they're like, yeah, let's talk. Like, and you have that
Wow.
relationship and you give.
That's
We still
beautiful.
take these people out to dinner.
Yes.
Like we have dinners every week with
Yeah.
people. Yeah, these
We
people are
take
rich.
them.
You
We pay
give.
for
Like
them.
we know you sitting on 250 million, but I'll pay for the dinner.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
but
you
you know
gotta
what I
give,
call
man.
that? I call that like sowing seed on good ground, right?
There you go.
If
Look.
you sowing seed into millions, then you gonna keep your millions. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's all right. That's all right with me. So you
Right.
got a couple more things because we're gonna just let you say one more thing, Yvonne, that you want to like leave them with real quick, like a minute. Something that you would want to leave somebody with real quick about your marriage life, what you've been through.
You know what? Ooh, that's a good one. There's nothing that you can't do. I'm an at-home mother,
Okay, great.
but God's actually having me utilize all my gifts that I kept dormant.
Talk about it.
So
Talk about it.
you just got to do it, and no excuses.
No.
No excuses. That's what I live with. No
That's
excuses.
no excuses, you guys. No
So.
excuses. Okay, JB.
Oh man, you know what? Don't care what anybody else is talking about or their perception of you. You just worry about who you are in Christ. And you need to understand your identity.
That was one of the things you said on the site.
Totally.
Yeah.
You can't worry about it. I mean, there's a saying that goes, never take advice from anyone who doesn't have to live with the consequences. So you're the one who has to go home to your spouse every night, look yourself in the mirror every day. You want to make wise decisions and seek out wise counsel, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to be decisive and take the right steps. So
you guys, my God, thank you guys so much.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
me. It's such an honor, Gail.
Guys, oh
Man,
my God, I am so honored.
That is
They
so
have to
good,
come
man.
back. They have to
Good
come
Lord.
back because we did not even get through half the questions. Okay, this is a very interesting young couple.
Praise
The
God.
Atkins, you guys, you will be hearing about them because they doing it big, right?
God
And
is
thank
good.
you
Thank
guys
you.
for tuning in
for
to
having
I've
us.
Been Through It, hosted by Gail Davis. You guys come back every Monday at 4. And if you got any story you want to tell on the show, just call the number 323-965-1600. Okay? And thank you so much for tuning in. Come back. Okay? All right. Thank you.
Dear Father, I stand today, just want to say thank you, Lord, for everything that you've done for me. Somebody's gonna need you, Lord. Somebody's gonna need a friend. Well, I stopped by to let you know that I know somebody that'll stick closer than a mother, somebody that'll stick closer than even a father. Well, friend, I'm talking about Jesus Christ. Yeah, thank you, Lord. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I know Jesus will never let you down. No, whenever you need him, I know. We'll never let you down. No, whenever you need him, oh yeah, he'll always be around. Hey, yeah. You may need a friend sometimes. There always will be there for you. Now I can't tell you today that Jesus will be there every day, 'cause I know Jesus